Here's
You in,
Exhibit A at
man?
Walmart.
He
Is
has
you
Exhibit A
a,
at
in,
oh
man?
Walmart.
my gosh, bro.
Exhibit
He's
A.
showing a coloring book with some crazy ass
It's
kid. Like, what,
it's
it
oh,
was
I'll show
crazy
you
people in
the cover.
Walmart.
Crazy people
Oh,
you
Jesus.
find at Walmart.
They made a coloring book.
Wow, it's like Where's Waldo?
Yeah. Well, where's
Word, it's like the
where in the
Where's
heck
Waldo of
am I?
crazy.
Here's
That's pretty serious.
here's this guy. I
What is
don't
that?
even know who that is.
This
He's
guy's
wearing
wearing a
a
bra
a
and
bra, the dude
and he looks like
with the
what in the
freaking
hell? Long
rainbow in
hair,
the background.
reading rainbow
I'm gonna
guy.
have to color
What?
some of
I'm
these.
so
I
Uh,
confused.
might do a color. I might have to figure out
I
to
think
do
that
like a
that
coloring
coloring
stream
book
for this.
needs to be banned in
It
America.
should be. I mean, look at that. What in the world? He's got
sounds
a
weird.
This
pineapple
guy's got a
with his
pineapple in his hand. What the hell
weird.
is that? A
If
onesie
you
he's
walked
wearing, eating a chip,
into
and a
Walmart
disco ball behind him?
what
What
would
kind
you
of
do
coloring
if
book is
you walked
this?
into Walmart and you saw this guy? Like, I
I
just
would
walk
definitely.
out to tell you the
It would
truth.
depend on the
Would you
color of the
disco
onesie.
with him? There's a disco
Right.
ball.
What the fuck
Well,
is going on with these
it's
coloring
not
books?
even real.
Wow.
How about
That's
this
a
person?
different kind of coloring book, yo,
It's
for
Rey
real.
Oh
I
wow.
Mysterio's
ain't seen none of
Walmart.
that.
You definitely hit a winner there. So let's
Word.
shout out to the maker of this coloring book. What were you thinking about?
Uh,
What were you smoking?
Maybe these are just people he met at Walmart, you know? It might have been
really, I think so. I think you're
real
right.
people. Those are actual pictures of people that found at Walmart that he
You
just
all
I
right over there?
really think
decided
you're
to
right
make a
about
book.
that.
That's like one of those things
I
where you're like,
really think you're right about that. That's the scary part, because like you got to think that that's some crazy thinking people to
Yeah,
have someone like that. Like just you see them in the store, and you could just tell characteristically by the color, by the etch a sketch of the characters that they got in there that it's some that's a weird character for those some weird ass
yeah.
characters.
That's some
well,
things that you might see in your dream, but or Walmart.
Word.
most definitely super, super excited to have everybody watching the Lit Squad
Wow.
podcast. Unfortunately, we are
Appreciate
missing
all
one
of y'all.
anchor, but that is okay.
We
Definitely
are in here
shout out
still.
to that
We
crazy
tried to bring
person
it to
that
you a little
made that
earlier,
shit.
but
Shout out to DJ SKN, wherever
Yeah,
you are, my brother.
shout out
We
to
love you. We
US.
miss
yes,
you.
sir.
The show must go
You
on
know
until
it.
you show back in. This is just what we're doing. So, who wants to
Peace
do
and love.
their actual segment first?
Um,
Got
I,
anything to say?
I mean, I honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm like I said, I guess
Yeah,
I
I
started
think this week,
first.
yeah, we need I think we need to weed the people first, bro. This week,
we the people.
Oh, okay, so I
we the
mean,
people. I that's so
without further ado, I mean, welcome back to another episode of the Crazies on We the People. Because I mean, at this time right now, we just losing all like focus right now. Like it's just been, as you know, over these last now, week, 2 weeks now. He's been president. He's just been throwing a whole lot of executive orders at us. He shut
Yeah,
down the Medicaid budgeting for the annual budget, like that is for like what's funny about this, the poor white people, those people that he thought were gonna be not touched after DEI was destroyed because he decided to, set a executive order on all of that. Then he's doing all this deportations, and with all of these things that he's been doing, he's been making a lot of mistakes. And
yeah.
while we got the time to talk about all of this, the big thing that has hit, and he decided to comment on, which was very much like just despicable, if you ask me, a plane and a helicopter, which was a Black
Yeah,
Hawk, that intercepted with this plane that was
heard
landing,
about that.
yeah.
and everybody died, man. And yet this man had the audacity to blame none other than the infamous Joe Biden and the
Yeah,
Democrats and all of these different people
he
that
didn't wait
had
a single day
And then he fired
to
the
do that.
FAA chief. What the fuck,
right.
bro?
And then he decided to fire the Department of Transportation's chief advisor there, the what is his name? Uh, uh, put, damn, I
Uh,
forget his
it's
name.
just the point that he fires the guy, right? And it freaked me out because
Yes,
like
and you know
you
why he
fire the one
fired
guy
the
on top
man?
of
It
all
wasn't
of them.
because of he called him a DEI hire as well because the man is gay. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The man did a good job. He's been, he had almost, 4 years left of his 10-year term as in that position, but he quit. It was basically fired, but he quit. In many ways, because at the end of the day, this was always going to fall back on him no matter what, because he is the Department of Transportation. But at the same time, the situation that took place in all reality, if you dig into the situation, the air traffic controller, which controls the skies and lands these planes and takes them off in the airports that they're in, was under a lot of pressure. One, and two, we have to take into consideration that the DCA airport is a jam-packed airport with the military forces taking off from there as well as airlines getting in and coming out. So that's a lot of traffic in the air, if you ask me. And a person that's working two positions at once as an air traffic controller and someone who's doing other monetary work, where they have to have their focus and their full, faculty, so to speak, you know, and then the staff has already been shortcut, that kind of stuff. So we look at all of that and you act like that's not a factor in the same sense. So my thing is, are we going to be mad at the air traffic controller, or just the
Hmm.
fact that this jackass we call the president has been doing what he's doing and making such a mockery of our country that we once had pride in? I
Yes.
don't know what you think, but I want to hear from you guys about this whole
Yeah,
situation,
we
because
want
at the
to
end
hear
of the day,
from
when
you.
you think about it,
Definitely,
Yeah,
it's
we
it's
want to
a
know what
most
you think
lot
definitely.
more we can
about
get
Bro,
into this.
I'm
There's a lot
sorry,
more
Christ
but my
things
as
thing
he's
is,
done in
leader.
just this week or two, but I'm just talking about this specifically because I think that when we look at this situation, this is really something that has been reported as a rare occasion. They was said that the last accident like this, tragically like this, was in 2009. So what are we talking about? It's almost 2026. You know what I mean? I'm fast forwarding because I don't want to be in this year right now. I don't want to be in these 4 years that we got ahead of this with this bullshit.
Yeah,
But yeah, go ahead. What you
4 years
think?
ago.
I think that this is ridiculous because to me, you fire the man, but then you close the government so we can't hire another person in his place.
Right.
Okay, that's like, okay, so I got a manager of a store, but
Yeah,
I'm
they
going to fire
closed the
him, and then who's
government.
going to run the
That's
place?
true.
Hello, people still have to fly. We kind of need a chief of leader up there in the FAA
No
that's going to
flying allowed.
supervise and
Hello.
administrate everything.
No
I mean,
flying.
yeah, there's who the
This
If you
hell is
want
going to take his place if
to
they
fly,
we closed it down and
if
nobody can
you
get a
want to
job?
fly, you gotta watch Dragon Ball Z and go Super Saiyan. That's what you do
I'm
if you
saying.
fly now.
We gotta do something. We gotta do something up in here, yo.
Listen, we need
Get
Aladdin's carpets,
some
people.
Krypton, get
We
some
need
Krypton energy going in this
we
flow.
need
For
Aladdin's
real.
carpets because ain't no way I'm getting
Need a
Belly
flying
Belly's not
Nimbus.
on a plane and they don't
Word.
know which way they're going anymore. What the fuck is going on?
For real.
Listen, are
Yo,
we
for
living in a dream
real.
right now? Is this real? Is this really America right now, bro?
It
Can't be
really does
America
make
right
you
now.
think like that. I mean, it really just does make you think like that. And then as it's going on, as all this is going on, there was another crash that happened in Philly just yesterday, which is another thing. Actually, I think it was today. But it's just like, all of this stuff is happening, and so many people are starting to see the error of their ways, as well as others that are like
Hmm.
just like been hunkering down and bearing for the worst of worst. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all I can say to everybody is just, people stand strong, and we have to keep fighting forward regardless. We can't let these people take advantage of us because these rich elite people just want our paper
They
that we
love
already trying to
gaslighting.
build for ourselves, man, and they trying to take every crumb we got. They want to take away the Medicaid. They want to take away the food stamps, the Meals on Wheels, and the veterans benefits. These are things that people rely on, and it's the most violated people that weren't expecting to get hit that are the ones that are getting hit first because they don't think they thought they were safe. They thought they were safe. It's funny when you start to see people that are walking around with, Latin for Trump and, and all that stupid shit, but they're the ones
Yeah,
that got deported too.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know,
Some
like
ignorance
how
going
goofy do
around.
you look now? I
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah, it's
you
foolish.
thought you weren't looking goofy before. You
Supporting.
look goofy as fuck now on that plane or in wherever the hell you are
That's
because
another
this shit is
thing.
making no
Did you guys hear what's going on with the planes?
Yes.
They sent a whole bunch of Peruvian people to Mexico and they're sending people from different countries to other places that they don't even belong and they're not even from.
Mm,
They're arresting and detaining American citizens and taking children out of school, not even knowing if they really
mm-hmm,
are. If they find you on the street and you don't have identification on you, you are most likely going to Guantanamo Bay, and then they're going to send you to whatever country they feel to send you
Animal.
without even knowing where the country is or what the country is about. The other countries are upset because they're getting a whole bunch of civilians from other countries in their country. I mean, like, he don't care
yeah,
where he's sending them as long as them the hell out of here. And I guess it's like if you ever want to live in another country, just act like you're an immigrant and say, hey, send me to Italy. That's where I'm from. I mean, I don't know
right,
what the hell.
Spaghetti.
What the
right.
fuck is
At
that,
this
bro?
point, at this
What
point,
should
if
I
you're really
visit
looking for a
vacation?
vacation, I mean,
If you're looking for a stay
Yeah,
vacay that
I'm
you can
trying to
stay
go
forever,
see Mario. I want to meet my buddy Mario and Luigi
yeah.
and find
Another thing,
my Princess Peach and retire
okay, this
and eat
can't be
pizza.
America, bro. This is
I mean,
ridiculous.
it's insane. It is absolutely
There are
insane
people
because we
all
have
around
all this
the
going on, and
that they
from what
don't want.
I'm seeing, there's no end in sight because he's still doing the most about everything. Everything is
Mm-hmm.
just the
Mamma
most.
mia.
Like, and I don't understand. I've never understood, and I've had this issue since he came onto the scene in 2016, how he got this far because mentally in my head, I was thinking to myself, hey, what the fuck? We're gonna see our first female president because this nigga's crazy. It's
No, it
unbelievable
was never
to
gonna let him in
see.
office, bro.
They'd
I was
rather elect a
never gonna
lunatic
admit that
president.
he was gonna win, man. I was living in the state of Georgia,
It's just the
and
way
God
it is,
bless the
man.
people that sacrificed that votes on that shit, because that was crazy.
They would
I'm
rather
sorry.
vote in a crazy lunatic than a woman. That's just the way it is,
Listen,
bro.
And
all
It's
I
like,
say
it's
is
the
well,
most
people listen.
retardedest and deadliest thing we've ever done to ourselves as a society in this country. Because everybody that's mad, I hope that you did not vote for this man.
It
Because if
doesn't
you
even
did, then
matter
you're
about that.
getting everything you
It's about
deserve.
impeachment.
no
Why isn't
comment.
they talking about impeachment yet? The things that he's doing, he should be impeached already. He should be gone.
He should have been on charges for
And I never
impeachment. Are you
said
kidding
that
me? He's
president that can
going against the Constitution
every
first and foremost. As a
Mhm. Yeah.
president, that's the one thing you could never touch. And then to be someone to come into this communion of that we call the United States as our leader, you are completely embarrassing us on the world stage. You are supposed to be a representation of the most highest levels of respect, intelligence, and integration to where this country continues to be a leader in things. We are no longer a leader. We're the world's leader in crack
oh,
addicts.
forget
Because
about
this
leader.
man looks like a
Our reason
78,
for a
79
part
year old
of the UN.
crack addict who just so happened to win the president on a whim that you jackasses all went along with. All of you people that voted. And I can't even say it no other way to make it better because I'm just saying, y'all the reason why we going through all this bullshit. All of you that voted for Trump. So just saying, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be mean or anything. But look what your shit does. You think this is a pretty scene. Wait till the famine starts when nobody's going to be able to get their food from the grocery store because the price is going to be $40 a fucking orange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Remember that.
that's true.
Is he looking after Americans or is he
Or,
looking after
And he said he
America,
was going to
the
or,
lower your tax. He said he was going
corporation?
to lower the
The
cost of
corporation,
food. He's
or
going to
which
lower
is
the gas
our country,
prices.
is the corporation, if you didn't know.
it's
There's
corporate.
For
two
real.
Americas.
You
There's
Think that's gonna happen? All them tariffs he keep throwing out. He just threw out tariffs at Russia and China.
yeah,
Yeah, the
he's
tariff
looking at money.
that
He's making money.
so
you
everybody that's
know it.
like break down tariffs for people that don't know what tariffs are and what he's
Yeah,
doing.
break it down. Break it down.
Okay. So tariffs are like, okay, these infringed taxes that you promissory to a company or a country that is producing exported items from their country to our country. So all the items that we purchase from these countries are like set at a market price. So like what we trade with them is set at a certain price. So if you put a tariff on that, it increases their price, but it also impacts us as the consumer. So all those prices, if they don't get covered by the country, which they won't, they're gonna pay. They're gonna put it back on us in the products they gave us. So all the products they gave us will get increased in their
So
price, which means the average, whatever, say we get like a bag of chips from them at 25 cents. That damn same bag of chips could go up to $1.
so
Yep.
as far as the
Price
tariffs, so yeah,
of
I
food.
was looking at that too. I saw that he's trying to put 25% tax on each other country that sends us our
Right.
food, our vegetables, our fruits, our freak anything that we get that's sent edible
Exported.
or
A lot
not.
of our exotic and tropical
Every
fruits and
place,
all that stuff
every
that
other
Right,
come
like
from
country,
certain places.
mangoes and
everything that
stuff.
makes
Hmm.
great.
Even
Everything that makes
bananas.
America great, all of the different food that we eat that are from all around the world,
Right.
we won't have anymore
Mm.
because he's trying to tax those
Okay.
that are
So
Mango
yeah,
so that,
and it was just
is
that way they
for
can
it was
mango.
just a
everything to be a
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off, but it just had a breaking news alert just hit my earphones. It said
Oh yeah,
something
what you
about
got?
the HBCUs. He just cut the funding for the DEI thing in there in HBCUs, and so they were gonna lose some funding. That, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, y'all. Because I mean, let's just be honest here. His main target is the black people, the minorities of this country. And so
Hmm.
far, that's what he's been aiming at. Because I mean, it's obvious when he's taking out all the lower level people. So, yeah, it's getting really, really ugly at this point, y'all. And the way I'm looking at it, target number one is going to be the people with the most money in the minority group, which is the
what's that
women,
book?
the white women.
It's getting ugly.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's getting
That's
ugly. I mean, the white
actually gonna
women
be my
are going to
segment. That's
go first.
perfect.
That's going to be like,
Listen,
that's the whole
listen, have
78, 70, yeah, I think
with
it's
this
like
man,
78%.
listen, with this man, I don't know why they had us vote for abortion rights and all this other stuff if he was going to try to overrule all of it anyway. And then you have
Yes, he really is
yeah,
now. He's
vote
actually
that,
going for
vote
that as
that.
well.
So I don't know what
Eh,
happened there. And then the
Let's look
right
at that because I
the
mean, between him
jobs.
and the HHS guy,
So if
you're
we're gonna go through a list
the
of
buddy, the
that
pal,
changed, everybody
RFKJ.
realized that he set us back 200 years.
Oh
Like
yeah,
he
they
said,
tried to make
Really, really.
years,
they made
150.
RFK look bad on the news, but he was grilling them.
Listen,
He was
I
grilling
will keep it real.
them
I
fraud.
think he should. I think
Well,
he should never. I think he should have stepped down and just like try to just go sit with his family for a minute because he's
Mm-hmm.
not fit for any of this stuff. And to be honest with you, what he said was just not factual. You know what
you
I
know,
mean? Like,
the part is
there's
that a lot of people
no
don't understand,
explanation for how stupid that man sounded in that interview.
bro. So
They
many people don't understand
didn't let him
how it's gonna
talk.
affect them directly. They want to know how it's gonna affect them directly. The rights that you have as a worker.
Hmm.
That's going to affect you. Now they can actually judge who they want to hire and who they don't want to hire by the race that the person is or whichever religious, whatever they feel, because he's taking that away. So that's a problem.
Right.
All of the help that you get, governmental help and funding and grants, they're trying to stop all of them. Whether you're a veteran or you're just a person that is on Social Security or somebody needing Medicare, Medicaid, food
Veterans
stamps,
get screwed.
everything. Everybody is getting screwed over by
Everybody.
him
I mean,
halt
yeah,
on all of
everybody.
that. So
especially
we're not
especially if you're in the
help.
minority sector. So
Housing
like
assistance,
let's just
housing
remember
assistance
that your
getting
your
stopped on.
finances are being weighed on a scale right
Their
now. You
housing
know,
assistance
if you
getting
can't
stopped.
afford any of these hits that you're getting from this man that's issuing these executive orders, then you're gonna get swept up under the rug like everybody else.
The
There's
problem is,
nothing we can do about this until we get a defense system in the Democratic Party which will oppose and can oppose. So at the end of the day, let's look forward to our next elections this year and next year because local elections hit you this year. The next election that's important is our midterms coming up in 2026. So please, people, American citizens that still stand on democracy, do your due diligence. Go out there and speak the truth. Stop lying. Stop letting that man influence you
Yeah,
to do these
stop.
bullshit ass charades out here in the street because the truth needs to be told and people need to wake up because
Yes,
this shit is getting
wake up
ridiculous.
for
To
real.
be woke is not an enemy of you. I said this once in my rhymes, man. This is not a fucking joke. Being woke is not a criminal thing. Okay? Let's be real. It shouldn't be. Being woke should be a conscious mindset for everyone around us because the world is full of many things, some good,
Yeah,
some bad, and we have to be able to be rational and clear minded to understand what's
whether you
going on, or else you're going to be
know
like the
what
fly walking into the
the,
fly trap.
whether you recognize it or not, it affects you.
Yes,
what you
Your
it will
lack of pattern recognition will kill you.
yes,
I
the
will
fact
not lie about that.
exactly.
They will
absolutely
label
true.
you. They will say you're a this, you're a that, you're a conspiracy theorist. I would just say I can see through your bullshit, sir. You know, that's what I
Yes,
would leave it at.
The whole
and
thing
that's it.
that what they call conspiracies as actual, mostly factual,
Mhm.
when you look at
Yeah,
some of these situations. And now, the biggest problem is that the American people don't understand, all of these families that are being taken, all of these children that are innocent children that are being called criminals and being thrown into jails and detainment and separated from their parents in different places. As we speaking, they're banging on people's doors and trying to remove families from feeling wholesome and comfortable in the setting that they created for themselves coming here to America with the American dream
Hmm.
to try to be living as regular people. And the ones that are doing the criminal activity, they too busy